Hello, you know me as the Wandering Historian. A little less than a year ago, I created that persona so that I could better share the history that I've seen and experienced and visited during first my time in the Army and now my time as an Air Force civilian. I've been to some pretty incredible places, and I feel and truly believe that history belongs to everyone. So I created the Wandering Historian in order to share as history as best I could with people on a forum I know best with people. Which, of course, as you all know, that forum is social media. If you want to find me on those social media sites such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, please select from above, and that's how you search. Now, the reason I'm talking to you is because of that belief that history belongs to everybody. I need your help with something. It's something that's been lost, and I need your help to try to find it. But before I get to that, I want to give you a bit of backstory. Let me take you back to April 1st, 1945, where you have over 183,000 Marines and soldiers coming ashore the small little island of Okinawa. This began the final campaign and the final battle of World War II in both the Pacific and European theaters. It was the single largest amphibious landing of World War II as well. And amongst these 183,000 soldiers was a young medic, a corporal named Desmond Doss. Now, many of you know that name from the 2016 movie Hacksaw Ridge, where Desmond Doss was portrayed by Andrew Garfield. But before we get too deep into the battle, there are a few things you should really know about Corporal Doss. The first one, and arguably one of the most important factors, is that he was raised under the Seventh Day Adventist church and its faith structure. Now, some of these things they believed are things like not eating meat, or how they had a strict adherence to the Ten Commandments, which leads me to the second thing that you need to know about Desmond Doss, is that he did believe deeply in those Ten Commandments. In particular, during this time of war, the sixth commandment, thou shalt not kill. Between that belief and things that he saw in his upbringing, Desmond Doss vowed never to take a life. And the final thing that you should know about him is that Desmond Doss was maybe about 5 foot 8 inches tall and at best 130-ish pounds. So he's not a large individual, he's a rather small-framed guy, and he's mixed in as a combat medic with a large infantry unit. Now, let's go back to April 1st, 1945. The Battle of Okinawa is kicked off. And if we fast forward a little bit further, we're going to get down to May 4th. And today, being May 4th, is the 75th anniversary of these actions. And you probably know what I'm already talking about. The night of May 4th, Desmond Doss did something that can only be described as absolutely amazing. Over the course of the night of 12 to 14 hours, this young man pulled off over 160 individuals off of Hacksaw Ridge, taking some as far as 60 to 80 meters by himself to then lower them down a cliffside ranging from 40 to 80 feet. This was an incredible feat for anyone, but even more so for Desmond Doss, because he did say that one thing that you hear in the movie, God, give me the strength to get just one more. Lord, just one more. And that was the mentality that Doss had. But it was what happened later that we really want to focus on. I obviously can't talk about Desmond Doss without talking about his heroics of Hacksaw Ridge, and not to mention the fact that he'd been decorated so heavily throughout the Pacific Theater, from Leyte and Guam, where he was already a veteran of, all the way to Okinawa. He had earned the deep respect and admiration of his entire unit. As Desmond Doss is finally getting taken off the battlefield, and I use the word finally because when Desmond Doss was taken off the battlefield, he had 17 shrapnel wounds, a collapsed left lung, and a shattered left arm from a sniper. He was in no condition to continue his duties, but Doss refused to leave because he had lost something. Somewhere on the battlefield, Desmond Doss had dropped a Bible that his wife Dorothy had given to him before he shipped out for the Pacific Theater. Now, this Bible is really important to Desmond Doss, not only because he was raised a Seventh Day Adventist Christian, but because Dorothy inscribed in it and had his name embossed or inscribed on top of the Bible. You know, a lot of people get these as kids. But he lost that Bible. And he is there waiting to go aboard his naval rescue ship, his evacuation ship, and refusing to do so without that Bible. In fact, the only thing his unit could do to keep Doss from not getting off the stretcher in his condition was to tell him that, look, we will go back and we will look for it. And what is absolutely amazing, and I know I keep using those words, but this is true, they found his Bible. Against all odds, because Desmond had no idea where he had lost that Bible. Absolutely none. And they found it and gave it back to him. Now, let's fast forward about 50 years. Desmond Doss has returned to Okinawa for the first time since the Battle for Okinawa. It's sometime around the mid-90s. I apologize for not having the exact date, but that's what happened. Now, by this point, a lot of people started to hear the story about Desmond Doss. Now, he wasn't as widespread as the 2016 movie made him as a name, but a lot of people did know about him because there are good historians out there and good groups of people who follow the Medal of Honor winners, which for his actions, mainly at Hacksaw Ridge, but throughout the Battle for Okinawa, Desmond Doss had been given the citation for the Medal of Honor. You can see a link for the description to his Medal of Honor and all the other Medal of Honors in the description below. I might have said that a little bit wrong, but I'm going to leave that in there. So we go back to Desmond Doss revisiting Hacksaw Ridge. He had carried with him a briefcase, just a very standard briefcase. And some of the things in that briefcase that he always had with him was a rope that he used to demonstrate to crowds of people wherever he went of how he would fashion the harnesses to lower the men down. The Bible that Dorothy gave him, he never went anywhere without this Bible. I kid you not. From the time that he shipped out to the Pacific to the time that it was reunited with him before he got aboard his naval evacuation ship, Desmond Doss rarely did not have the Bible on his person. Even to this point, Desmond never went anywhere without the Bible. He once remarked, according to his son, it was like carrying a little bit of Dorothy around with him. Now, the other thing he had in that briefcase was one of his Medal of Honors. As Desmond is visiting Hacksaw Ridge, his car is broken into and the briefcase is stolen. Now, despite a thorough search as he could make of the nearby area, Desmond could not find the Bible, and it remains missing to this day. And that's where I need your help. I want to have that Bible get found. There's absolutely no way of knowing where that Bible is now. Absolutely none. Well, I'm fairly certain it's not on Okinawa anymore. It's not impossible that it is still there, although it's rather improbable. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now with the COVID-19 virus, but this hopefully won't stop the message and the hashtag Find the Doss Bible from getting out. I want anyone who sees this video, who sees the post on Facebook, who sees the post on Instagram, who sees the post on Twitter, to share the video, share the post, like it, whatever you need to do, but let's spread the word about this. And always use the hashtag Find the Doss Bible, like you see right there. No spaces, no capitalization, just Find the Doss Bible. Help me return this Bible to either Desmond Doss Jr. or the Desmond Doss Council, which the picture you'll see at the end has courtesy of the council, who has graciously provided that picture to me. So a very big thank you to the Desmond Doss Council. Really, without your support, I don't think this ever could have been taken off the ground. Now, you might be asking yourself, where did I first hear about this? Well, oddly enough, I heard about it from Desmond Doss Jr. when I was giving him his first tour of Hacksaw Ridge. So I also want to give a big thank you to Mr. Desmond Doss Jr. Without you telling me about this missing Bible, I never would have had that spark ignited in me to go look for that Bible and hopefully have the Bible find its way back home. Now, if you see this video, like I said, like it, share it, do whatever you need to do to get this out. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter with the name The Wandering Historian, as you can see right there. Now, I have the same logo and everything, so you should know very easily that it's me. I will happily answer any questions I can, and if you do happen to stumble across what you think is the Doss Bible, please take a picture and send it to myself or send it to the Desmond Doss Council. I am putting a link to their Facebook page in the description below, and you can contact them there through that. So with that, I want to say thank you very, very much to everyone who has liked my Facebook page, who has followed me on Instagram or Twitter, and who has subscribed to me on YouTube. My Facebook page is almost at 500 likes, and honestly, when I started this, I thought it'd be incredible if I got 50. I really sincerely thank each and every one of you. It is because of all of you that I'm able to continue being the wandering historian and to bring projects like this to you. So thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Please, again, share this video, share the posts, and like I said, always use the hashtag #FindTheDossBible. With your help and your support, let's make this go viral and let's get that Bible back to where it belongs. Thank you.